I lost $20,000 on meme coins before making 80,000 using these 10 simple rules. They are quite easy, yet for some reason many people don't understand them or realize that they need to be used together as a system. You may prioritize one rule over others, but in this formula you can't exclude certain elements. Otherwise, the final result will be negative. Rule number 1. Don't wait for 100x. If you look at the accounts of popular meme coin traders, you will notice that most of their trades bring profits between 0% and 200%. This is public data you can verify on any aggregator like GMGN. Only one trade out of 1,000 might bring more than 500% profit. This means smart wallets don't wait for sky-high profits. They start taking profits or fully exit the trade when the profit exceeds 2x. Yes, at first glance, these may seem like small gains, but in the long run, the result will be insane. The longer you sit in a meme coin waiting for 1000% profit, the higher your risk of getting rocked or wiped out. You only need 11 successful trades with no more than 2x to turn $500 into $1 million. Don't believe it? Ask ChatGPT. Rule number 2. Don't rely on others. Many traders try to shift responsibility for their decisions onto others, thinking this will help them make more money. They use copy trading or follow trading signals, believing that blindly copying someone will bring them success. But in reality, if you are following someone who has already bought, you are only making them richer, not yourself. The chance of finding a truly honest trader is extremely low, while the risk of becoming exit liquidity is much higher. Remember, you will never be among the first to buy something if it's recommended by a public figure or copied by a bot. There will always be people who get in earlier and make more money. Want to test it? Try allocating just $10 and see how it plays out. Here's how I tested it myself. A trader makes a 1-minute trade and earns $370 in profit. Meanwhile, my $12 trade, which was copied by an automated system, ends up with minus 83% loss, minus $10. Why? Many copy traders push the price up with their purchase. The crowd follows them 10x harder. The trader exits in profit, while the crowd exits at loss. Rule number 3. Follow the trend. Always pay attention to which meme coins are trending. If politicians are launching meme coins, follow the politicians. If athletes are getting involved, follow the athletes. If exchange founders or blockchain executives are pushing certain top local meme coins, watch their pages. Don't blindly buy random dog or frog tokens. The time has passed. Staying aligned with the current trend helps a token gain momentum and attract mass adoption. Rule number 4. Protect your capital. Many traders forget that the first goal is not to lose your deposit. Only then should you focus on profits. Always aim to secure your initial investment. If your asset doubles in value but you decide to stay in and wait for a miracle, lock in 50% of your gains. This way your future decision won't be driven by emotions. You won't lose anything, and you can act freely, regardless of price movements. Ignored rule number 1 and decided to wait for 100x, take profits on your initial investment and let the rest ride. Rule number 5. Exit in parts. If you see a huge green candle and fear selling too early, sell in parts. Start with 10%, then another 10%, and continue selling as the price rises. Smart wallets almost always use this strategy. It protects you from FOMO, that regret when you sell everything too soon and price skyrockets afterwards. You can also leave a small portion in case of a massive pump. Personally, I always leave $10–20 on every coin after securing my initial investment and profit. just in case. Rule number 6. Use tools. There are many tools available to help you buy meme coins faster and analyze them better. The list is endless. But personally, I use 2 simple tools. GMGN for analyzing and tracking meme coins. They are traders, holders, and developers. Trade on Nova for lightning fast buying and selling of meme coins with advanced settings and extensions. You can find video tutorials and direct links to both tools in the description below. Rule number 7. Always do your own research. If you came across a project that catches your attention and you are considering investing, always do a thorough research before making a decision. Check the project's social media presence. How are they managing their platforms? Is the brand and design professional? Are their images created by a real designer or just AI generated? Analyze the quality of their followers. Go through their profiles. If they look fake or botted, it's a red flag. Use tools like TGStat to analyze Telegram activity or TweetScout to assess their Twitter engagement. Investigate their website and domain. Use WhoIsLookup to check when and where the domain was registered. Use additional research tools, evaluate every aspect before putting your price in. Think about it, would you hand over your money to a random person on the street just because they promise huge profits? If not, then why do it in crypto? Rule number 8. Don't let FOMO control you. If you suddenly spot a project that starts skyrocketing and you see a massive green candle that looks incredibly tempting, so much so that you are ready to abandon all rules and buy at market price, don't. Many project founders know that a green candle is the best possible advertisement. There are dozens of tools that help create these artificial pumps. At the moment you decide to buy, there is high chance that right after you will see a huge vertical red candle crashing straight to the ocean floor. FOMO is actually one of the biggest issues for many traders. Before jumping into trading, you need to first understand your own psychology. Because in these market situations can get so extreme that even the strongest traders break down. Rule number 8. Always be ready to accept defeat. Every time you open a new trade, you must understand that it could potentially result in a loss. By factoring this in when opening a position, it will be easier to make decisions with clear judgment if the price drops. Many traders fail to consider this and focus only on the possibility of huge profits with every trade, while investing money they cannot afford to lose. This is a huge mistake. Always keep in mind that you may need to accept a loss and lose part of your investment. Because of this, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. If you have a family to support, never invest funds that could endanger your life. Always invest only what you are willing to lose. Rule number 10. This one can be personal for each individual. I encourage you to write your own rule in the comments. For those who don't have one, I suggest scrolling down and read what others have shared. You may even be able to add to this list with relevant and helpful rules. Thank you all for watching.